And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about how I take a standard watercolor sheet, get it ready for my workshops, and cut them down to 10 inches by 10 inches. Let me show you what I do. So the watercolor paper I use is the standard watercolor size, 30 inches by 22 inches. The paper I use happens to be Kilimanjaro from Cheap Joe's catalog. Great paper. It's as good as Fabriano, and you've heard me talk about it all the time. So let's get started. The first thing I do is I coat my paper with gesso. And I use a piece of cardboard over the whole thing. That way I seal it with an acrylic gesso. Look at that, huh? How fast it is. You can use a brush. I like this because it's fast. One less thing for me to clean, right? And I like the marks. It's almost like putting icing on a cake. There you go. Well, that's white gesso. And that's what I do all the time. But sometimes I'm going to use an orange gesso. The orange gesso is from Holbein, and so many times I will coat the paper with an orange gesso. Sometimes I like to start a painting with a warm background, and so I do it now. And then after it dries, I cut it all up. Let me show you how I do that. So after the Holbein orange gesso has dried, you only have to put it on one side. You don't have to put gesso on both sides of the paper. Paper is so good today, it stays flat. I don't know who started that rumor, both sides. That's old stuff. The new paper is great, it stays flat. So this is 300-pound paper. I've already measured it all off. 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches. And the same goes down this way, 10 inches, 10 inches. And I'm gonna have a little bit of scrap left over. Cool. Now, you can use the straight edge from the back side and cut all the way through. Nice clean straight lines. I prefer the deckled edge, and the way to do that is you use a sharp knife and only cut halfway through. Don't cut all the way through. There's one, here's the other one. See, I do the mid-tone over the entire piece. That way I don't have to do each individual piece. I do this every day in the studio. Let's start off with 6 little warm-ups. See, I'm just cutting halfway through. Now comes making the deckled edge. Fold it, see, hasn't been cut all the way through. Go back. I think you've seen me tear paper before. Perfect. Perfect. Wonderful. There's my deckled edge. Let's do these. Here we go. Relax. So it's straight on the back side, but in the front it's going to be deckled. Right? Let me do it again. Tearing. See? Deckled on the front. Straight on the back. Do this one. Look how easy that was to get all 6 pieces ready to go. Ready to go. Effortless. All prepped with the mid-tone. Now you're ready to come to my workshops, because I do this in my studio and this is what we do at the workshops. But if you can prep it at home first, it's a lot simpler and easier and faster. It's spread out. Now I'm ready to go. And that's how I make 6 paintings out of a full sheet, 22 by 30. You can do this, and you don't need scissors, and you have to wet it. I've seen people do all kinds of gyrations trying to tear paper. You don't need to do that. See how easy that was? So take your time, have fun. I'll see you at the next BobBlast. Hi there, you caught me doing my favorite thing. By myself in the studio, I'm doing abstract acrylic painting and collage. Right now I'm painting. By the way, this is the kind of stuff I'm going to be doing a lot of this year. The abstract acrylic painting and collage workshops all over the place. We do the crazy stuff with tissue paper from candy boxes, big sheets of black paper, craft paper. We make our own stencils with stencil spray cans, lots of alcohol, water, acrylic sprays, wonderful. Gel medium, that's our glue for everything, gel medium. And we start off small, these little ones in the morning. These are warm-up practice pieces. And you can see I'm working on some of them all at the same time. It's one of the things that's so much fun in this class. So again, I even had to write it down because it's a mouthful for me. Abstract, acrylic, painting, and collage. Hey, I'll see you there. Excuse me while I go collage. Oh, gold. More gold. Whew. Whew. That one's a big one. There we go. If you're gonna do it, do it.
So Bob, where can they find out about these workshops?
Go to my website. It's all there.
robertburridge.com